everyone, this is Audrey. For today's video, I'll be doing my plan with me for the month of February 2021. So I didn't film a plan with me video last month because for the first half of January, there was really nothing going on because I haven't had classes yet. But now, since I do have classes, I have definitely much more on my schedule again. Basically, there were so many things that were needed to finalize and I didn't want to put on my calendar unless it was 100% sure yet. Anyway, if you would just like to see my plan with me video for February, let's get the video started. Alright, so we are first starting off with putting in the week number, since to this day it still messes me up and confuses me. Now, since I had a month off, I am trying to really get back in the game because my motivation has not been the same. However, I did promise myself that this semester I will not get behind with readings and assignments, because that did happen a couple times, which was super disappointing on my end. I was never really the person to put things to the last minute because it resulted in me losing sleep, and that is not a good thing. I also could never pull an all-nighter because I could just never do it. Like once, I tried to stay up for 24 hours straight for fun and I couldn't even do it. I really don't have the capacity to pull that off. So when that did happen last semester, I was super drained, low energy, and basically wasted a day doing nothing. Whenever I don't have a productive day, I feel like my day was wasted because time is so precious. We don't really have a lot of time in our hands, especially if there are so many important things that need to be done. Sometimes I feel that 24 hours is simply not enough, so we really have to prioritize our time wisely or it will catch up to us. Now, how I stay on track and organize my month is by color coordinating. As you can see, I am using a different color for each class. What's odd about this semester is that usually when I have an assignment, it is always due on the same day I have that class. But for two of my classes this semester, I had due dates on different days, which was good and bad personally. For one of my classes, I have a group presentation, and for once, I actually wanted to present early, so I could just get it out of the way. Since last year I had the same prof, there was also a group project. My group decided to present later in the semester, which really just postponed the project that could have been done and over with in the beginning. So luckily this year I didn't want to make that mistake again, and I was able to find students that were on the same page as me. So, super random story, but this semester I was very picky on choosing my courses wisely. Because for two of my classes, I had the same prof that had a low Rate My Prof rating. And as you know, I rely on Rate My Prof a lot because it makes such a big difference. And I also avoided that particular prof last year, and the moment I found out it was the same prof, I started looking immediately for an alternative. Unfortunately, there were not a lot to choose from, which was so stressful. What I ended up doing is just enrolling in a bunch of courses and hoping for the best. So before I drop a course, I really want to make sure before I do that, I should go to the first class and get a feel what it was like. I went to the first Zoom session and it was insane. First, there were at least 400 students enrolled in that class and the chat was going off non-stop. It was super distracting and hard to focus on the prof. Second disadvantage was the marking scheme. There were only 3 components for the course, which I necessarily don't like because if you do badly on one, then you're basically screwed and have to work harder than before. I decided to drop it. I really tried to like it, but I just couldn't really risk my grade, though I did find the course interesting. Anyway, I got lucky because I was able to find 2 alternative profs that I had taken in the past and ended up sticking with that. So for this month, I decided to decorate a little bit by coloring in February with red and pink. And before I started coloring in the pink, I did test it on a separate paper and actually liked the shade. But once I started coloring in the pink, it actually didn't match well in my opinion. So what I ended up doing was just coloring over the red I used earlier, and you could still see that color difference. I also added some heart red doodles. Alright, so that concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my first Plan With Me video for the year of 2021. So I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!